Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
Day 29 now of the UAW strike against the domestic three automakers, and the game is changing as time goes on. Within the hour, we've learned Ford announced temporary layoffs at one of its plants here in Michigan that manufactures the Ford F-150 Lightning. The automaker says the cuts, though, are not strike-related. So good to have you with us here at 6. I'm Devin Skillian.
I'm Karen Drew, in for Kimberly Gill tonight. Meantime, today, UAW President Shawn Fain held his now weekly address to his membership the day after striking the Ford Kentucky truck plant to say he is not escalating the strike.
Yep, he claimed Ford was trying to game his system by waiting for another Friday to pass to see what would happen. Well, tonight, auto suppliers now expressing their deep concern over the impasse. Business editor Rod Maloney live in Detroit at Solidarity House with more on both of those angles. Rod.
Yeah, Devin, as we speak, suppliers are meeting down in North Carolina talking all about the strike. They say that thousands of jobs, millions of dollars are at stake in their universe, particularly the second and third tier suppliers. They're at stake. In fact, some might even go fins up if the strike goes on much longer. We all know the supply chain took a beating during COVID, and at least a third of the smaller suppliers now are estimated to be pushing up against unmanageable debt loads. And now they're looking at layoffs as this strike heads for its first full month. Julie Freem is the president of MEMA, the Original Equipment Suppliers Trade Association.
Just under 40% of the suppliers that we surveyed indicated they have laid off at least some people in response to this strike. And upwards of 70% expect that by the end of October, they will be laying off employees.
And as much as anything,
don't you dare slow walk us or lowball us.
The harsh tone UAW President Shawn Fain uses is troubling to suppliers, considering many of their workers don't get strike pay or the kind of paychecks his membership enjoys even before the next contract hits.
We need calmer heads to prevail. This is beginning to have substantial economic impact, not just on, of course, the vehicle companies and I'll say the UAW workers, but also on the suppliers themselves.
And what's more, she says, a long strike could easily mean the end for many suppliers.
And you put this kind of a burden on top of that sensitive community, you're going to see some businesses not be able to keep their doors open.
And this afternoon, Detroit Regional Chamber President and CEO Sandy Barua put out a statement expressing his concern about the supplier situation, saying, quote, the surprise shutdown of Ford's largest factory this week has dealt another blow to the state's economy and the hundreds of Michigan-based suppliers connected to that facility. To date, approximately 34,000 workers are on strike against the Detroit Three across 44 plants and distribution centers. The longer these shutdowns continue and we go without a resolution, the more rapid and irreparable that the economic damage to Michigan becomes. And so he is deeply concerned about that in many areas, but especially for the suppliers. Back to you.
Rod, I know better than to ask you to predict Shawn Fain's next move, but what is your guess here of him, what he's got ahead here for the weekend and what's next?
Well, what he's saying is he's going to Pennsylvania over the weekend to strike with Mack truck strikers. They had a tentative agreement with the UAW, and then the rank and file voted it down, and to which he said he applauded. In his speech today, he talked about the fact that it's the members who make these choices, not the president or even the CEOs. And so he's going there. Whether he calls another strike expansion, well, I don't know. Our heads are going to be on a swivel, watching and listening.
So right. All right, Rod.
James and Jennifer Crumbley will not be allowed to attend their son Ethan's sentencing for the Oxford High School shooting. An Oakland County court has denied a request by the Crumbleys to be in court on December 8th. That's when the shooter could be sent to prison for life without the chance for parole. James and Jennifer Crumbley are in jail awaiting trial on charges of involuntary manslaughter for their alleged role in that shooting. That trial is expected in January.
More than 1 million people in northern Gaza have been given 24 hours to evacuate south today as Israel troops prepare, we suspect, for a ground offensive against Hamas militants. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said this evening this is only the beginning of the conflict. NBC's Josh Lederman reports from northern Israel.
Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu delivering a rare Sabbath evening address to the nation in which he seemed to be laying the groundwork for a potentially prolonged war in the Gaza Strip. He said this is not going to be fast, that it could go on for some time, but he called for unity and said that Israelis have to win this fight. He said they will beat their enemy, and it appeared to mark the beginning of this phase where we are really bracing for this ground incursion to begin in the Gaza Strip at any point in time. In fact, we learned today from Israel's military that for the first time since those attacks on Saturday, Israel's military conducted ground raids into the Gaza Strip. Now, this was not the full-scale incursion that we're anticipating, but Israeli troops did go into the Gaza Strip, where the military says they were able to deal with Hamas terrorists and weapons there, and also to search for and collect evidence that they believe will be helpful in trying to free the hostages that are now being held in the Gaza Strip. This comes as the humanitarian disaster is growing by the minute, with power now out in the Gaza Strip, the hospitals running out of electricity and supplies as well, and a deadline set by Israel for some 1.1 million Gazans in the northern part of the Gaza Strip to evacuate to the south, expected to expire right around midnight local time. Humanitarian organizations, the UN and others, have said it is simply impossible to move that many people that quickly. They have called on Israel to rescind that evacuation order. Josh Letterman, NBC News, Haifa, Israel.
All right, Josh, and next here on Local 4, Lester Holt inside Israel, where he's been bringing you NBC Nightly News reports all week. Lester, near the border, on the streets of an area where Americans were trapped.
Ahead tonight on Nightly News, Israel's ultimatum to people living in the north of Gaza, the clock ticking for them to get out. Also, I meet the American families who evacuated this neighborhood after days of living in the line of fire. Ahead on Nightly News.
Prominent Metro Detroit businesswoman Florine Mark has died. She not only served as the former president and CEO of the Weight Watchers Group, but was an important advocate in the Jewish community. Mark started her first Weight Watchers franchise in Michigan back in 1966. In an emailed statement about Mark's passing, Governor Whitmer called Mark a fearless trailblazer. A cause of death was not given. A local veteran suffering alone with PTSD and a dog absolutely nobody really wanted.
Yeah, the two coming together at the Woodhaven Animal Shelter, as Sean Lay shows us, seems like a match made in heaven.
Come in here, let me show you this. Woodhaven Animal Shelter, a kennel here. Like a prison, really, for a dog named Cinna doing 320 days in here. No one wanted this dog, Cinna. Cinna needed just the right home. A veteran needed some love in his life. Let's show you the connection that's been made.
It's amazing.
Since Marine Matt Davis came home from fighting in Iraq,
It's just been rough ever since.
life has never been the same. But in the past 24 hours,
Sweet boy.
there's been a massive change in Matt and a change in a hard-to-handle dog named Cinna.
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
Crazy because Woodhaven Police Chief Scott Frazek knew Cinna was locked up here at the Woodhaven Animal Shelter for 320 days. There were no takers for this beautiful boy. Thursday, Cinna's name
He says, "It's my daddy."
was taken off the board.
You're not staying, buddy.
Downriver for Veterans introducing Matt to the love of his life.
Oh, it was just pure excitement. I was like, gotta have him. There was no chance of leaving without him.
Matt saves dog, dog saves Matt.
He was a totally different dog yesterday before Matt got here.
It's amazing. It gives me the motivation to get out and actually get active again.
This is unbelievable.
Dog, you know.
An unbelievable hookup. These two guys were meant to be together.
Now we're live. Tim Pamplin, Local 4, and I just loved being there at the Woodhaven Trenton Animal Shelter today to meet Matt and Cinna, and also meet Ann Rudisill. She runs the group Downriver for Veterans. She wants this just to be the beginning, Karen and Devin. She wants to link up far more veterans that need some support with dogs that need homes, dogs in that shelter right now. Free of charge for veterans. Training is involved. If you're interested in Downriver for Veterans, the group, We put the information on our website. Click on Detroit.com if you're interested in helping them. There's a link on our website as well, guys. A lot of tears, a lot of smiles there today. Back to you.
Yeah, love it. The dogs can provide such magic. Really something, all right, Sean?
All right. It's the weekend. We made it, Devin.
We did.
We made it.
It's been a week, hasn't it? Let's get over to Kim. Got a lot of Friday night football tonight. Game at Ann Arbor tomorrow. Going to be a rain challenge for some folks, isn't it?
It sure is, especially for the second half of Friday night football games tonight, and then that game tomorrow at U of M also going to be rainy, windy, and cold. Mostly cloudy out there right now with a few showers off to our north and west, just starting to move into Howell, and we'll see those showers continue to move in over the next couple of hours. 56 at City Airport, 53 in Mount Clemens, 51 in Pontiac, 54 at Metro Airport. Widen out the view for you, and there's a warm front just down to our south. Look how nice and mild it is in Columbus. Just a 3-hour drive to our south, and it's in the 70s. That warm front's just right along that Ohio border, and it's not going to make its way north, so we will stay cool, rainy, and also windy tomorrow. 49 degrees in the morning, and we stay in the 50s, like the low 50s, throughout the entire day. But the bright spot is that later in the afternoon tomorrow and into the overnight hours tomorrow, not tonight, some of that rain does come to an end. So we might be able to squeeze out an activity or two tomorrow night and maybe that marathon on Sunday. Temperatures, though, for the next week remain well below normal. I'll be back with a look at the timing of the rain this weekend in more detail in just a few minutes.